Probably think we're gonna tell a secret silver.
Is this set up for? Okay, we're probably live on YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
It's going. All right, it's gone. It's
I
on.
think we're live on Instagram too.
Hello, Instagram. It's just so much.
So Instagram can see that I have. I'm gonna show this off. Instagram can see that I have this very nice get up on here with the red shoes. Hello.
Hello. Hi. This is our first of 2 Rare Finds Oddities streams. And today, I guess the theme is odd more than rare, perhaps. Jeremiah, what are you wearing?
Yeah, so we have a lot of these augment blazers. We're going to be dropping them. They are quite cheap now. I don't remember how much we're trying to sell them for.
You know what's upsetting?
We have on kind of the rarest of the rares here.
It's upsetting, but I actually like it.
Oh, yeah?
I don't think it looks bad.
I don't have. If I had like a.
I think there's a good rule of like any pattern, like anything, one, can be worn intentionally as long as like you wear it like you mean it. But 2, anything that's so well cut can't look bad.
If I had like a pair of black jeans and boots and like an actual black shirt underneath, instead of a sweatshirt, then maybe it would look a little better.
I don't hate it.
It's actually a lot darker than I remember it being.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think the best is maybe a little brighter. I think it has gray on
So I mean,
it.
this is the Augment Blazer one. We did sell these in different colors. This is I forget the name of this one, but it was the one that people were a little bit more reluctant on. But it does have the interior pockets and the exterior pockets, and yeah. So it was really one of the things that we had in my size that was readily available that we haven't already sold. We would feel a little weird putting something on that we have already sold to people, and we've already sold so much.
Yeah, I didn't really want to come on stream wearing something that one of you already own.
So what do you have on then?
So I have on something that no one's bought yet, not just yet anyway. I've got a tune-in crop, which is in Oddities because it has.
I don't remember.
Ooh, it's got like a little
No,
makeup.
that was another one.
No.
This one doesn't have a makeup stain.
Does it not?
This one has a tiny little stain on the back of it.
Can anyone
No,
actually see
I
it?
don't think you can see it on the stream.
So-
Probably not.
The things that qualify for oddities are things that don't pass our extremely strict quality control measures.
Yeah.
And then the other piece that I have on, I'm very beige today, which is not.
Do you want to take the tune it off and just show what's going on?
Beige is not usually a Volante design color. But yes, I have a prototype of the Lothlorien dress. So if you've seen our Lothlorien dress, our Lord of the Rings elf dress, this is a prototype. It's just made of, I think, the fabric that they had. The only maybe odd thing about it is that the hem is unfinished. But it's got pockets and it ties in the back, and I really like it.
Yeah, it could be made into as long as the bottom was. I mean, the bottom is not hemmed, but it still looks. You can't. I don't think you can see it on YouTube, unfortunately.
I'm trying to give like Dune.
I
I don't know, like a Dune milkmaid.
Cool. Dune milk?
Mm-hmm.
Do they have milk in Dune? I don't want to.
They have. Don't they have some kind of weird milk in Dune?
I don't know.
Maybe not.
I don't know. I don't want to get too far into the Dune
Yeah.
people.
Conditions for you.
We've got questions.
Okay, cool. We're here for
All
questions.
right.
Really.
First, Jeremiah, what is the pattern called? What is this jacket? What is this one?
This is the Augment
quiz?
Blazer. This is the Augment.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, no, wait, no, I just saw this.
I think it's Onyx something because it's blue. No, it's called Night Stealth or something like that. Let's say it's gonna be the only one available. So we're going to be dropping these. Oh, it's got a tag in it.
I knew you did.
We're going to be dropping these as soon as the stream is over. We've actually got a lot of stuff to drop for the end of the day.
Midnight stuff.
Midnight Stealth.
And then the other
What did I
one
say?
was, what is the material of the Lothlorien dress you are wearing? Same as the official blue one. No.
No.
It is not.
It
This
is-
is a cotton that Leslie is wearing.
Yes, it is cotton. Just
The
a
other
cotton
one
dress.
is a spandexy, very stretchy knit fabric.
Yeah, and the blazer is a ripstop. It's actually ripstop canvas with an interesting kind of like honeycomb sort of textured mesh for the pocket accents and stuff. So we're here to explain a little bit. So if you've been following along today, which I know a lot of you have, and purchasing things, we'll be dropping things roughly every hour. Like I said, the end of today, we'll make a big drop of probably like 20, 25 different items, and then we'll stop dropping until tomorrow morning at 9. Then we'll do the same amount of drops throughout the day tomorrow, and then we'll end tomorrow afternoon.
Yes.
We'll have another live stream to kind of...
I assume people know what Rare Finds and Oddities are, and I know we've got more questions.
Yeah.
Just one of these comments I have to read.
Okay.
I assume everyone knows what it is, but we're dropping rare.
Yeah, I'm going to show a couple of things here in a second to
great.
give you an idea of what the rare and the odd is. So let's talk about the rare first of all. So we've got 2 samples here. Let me grab them.
To answer some questions while he's doing that, Jen, no, the one Leslie is wearing is not stretchy at all. It is just a cotton.
Yeah.
Right? I size down in the Lothlorien dress that we have currently because it is very stretchy.
Yes.
And
this one's not. This is not stretchy.
No. I think that was it.
And it's actually quite light, much lighter than the typical Lothlorien dress as well.
So we have 2 things here that aren't light that we aren't going to put on because we are trying to, sell them right now. Well, so these will be up in right after the stream is over.
Oh my gosh, I forget that this has this.
So the first is this custom. I don't really know the history of this rook. Do you know? I know that David made this kind of special. I think this was a rook back when they were still customs.
I think so.
So it's got leather on the shoulder. It's a 39M, first of all. It's made out of a canvas material. It's a herringbone canvas, but it's not the same texture as the current rook. It has a sort of silk satin liner. You can see it's like shiny and smooth. What is it?
Flannel back satin.
Thank you, flannel back satin. It's got a different back with these points and like this leather, and it has a different kind of fabric in the center accent as well. So I think this was the original custom or one of the original iterations of the rook.
Nice. It's a good
yeah, it's quite a bit different than the current rook.
I call this your evening rook.
Yeah, it's a little bit more sort of I wouldn't say maybe formal, but it's certainly got a different look and feel to it. We'll have some more photos of it on the website.
And this is the Dragon Queen, which I think was only ever released as a custom, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, who's behind the camera? It's me. I'm Emily.
It's Emily.
Emily behind the camera. Everyone loves Emily. We might need you to pop on for a second. But then we have the Dragon Queen.
This is a 33, 35, 33.
33. Yes.
There's a lot going on. It's a canvas. It's got this like
felted
wool. Is it?
It's almost like a batting type.
Yeah, it's a very soft. Yeah, like fuzzy.
It's almost like a flannel, but it's not. It's an interesting feel, but it's soft.
It's super long. If you couldn't tell by the name Dragon Queen, make your own implications here.
You're crying over how tiny the Dragon Queen.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know. I think there's photos of Willow wearing one. I don't know if I think it was a darker color.
I think it's the one she owns.
Oh, she owns one.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, BCO's curse.
Yeah, right. So those are examples of what we would call oddities, things that are, and those are rarities, sorry. So those are really kind of 2 of the rarest things. We have some other things as well that are quite rare too, but they are production samples. They're things that used to be sold as custom only and never made it to the sort of larger runs that we currently do. I think that might be the rook that David is wearing in that. We have a banner of, you can't see it, but there's a banner that says Superhuman Streetwear in the world of custom anything is possible. It's one of our older banners. It's like a vertical banner. And if you're familiar with it, it's black and red. If you've ever seen it, it's got David in a rook. I believe it's the same or a similar rook to the one that the leather rook is.
But yeah, rare items are prototypes. They are customs. They are samples that we use for marketing. They are so-buys. They are things that were never released. And then oddities.
So we have examples of something else. So this is kind of a rare and an oddity mixed together. This is a daughter of Sparta.
So the women's son of Sparta.
The women's son of Sparta. And it was only made. Did we make a full run of 40 something of these, or?
We No, you only made a full run with the men's ones,
Okay.
I believe. It wasn't like 100 or something, but it was our normal, like, I think.
So
60.
we don't-
I got one of them.
We don't sell them anymore. We stopped selling them for a while. So this is a 35, I believe. Yeah, so it's if you're familiar with the Son of Sparta, it's all of the same trappings, just in a 35. It's got a lot more room in the hip and bust region. But this is an oddity because if you can see on the back, one of the snaps is flipped the wrong way, which is like, I don't know if you can. It's like the tiniest, like if you're looking at this, you cannot tell at all that is an issue. But it's one of those things that doesn't really pass because it's not perfect. So it's technically considered an oddity. So we take anywhere from 10 to 50% off of things based on what the actual issue is with them.
And
So-
you know how to sew, you can fix this.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
a lot of the things are issues that are like they could probably be if you owned the item and you wanted to spend some time and effort to fix it, they're
Yeah.
fixable. It's just here when we get them back from the QC process, if it's something that would take too long or would take too much care, then it's just easier to try to sell them for a reduced price than it is to spend, 8 hours working on
Yeah.
fixing an issue.
Right. Like something with a stain so small that you
Yeah.
either don't care because no one would ever notice it, or you could go and have it dry cleaned out. Potentially.
I would pick another thing to like honestly, the issues on a lot of our oddities, they don't show up on camera, so there's really no reason for me to grab them. I tried to show them, so they're documented on the pages as best they can. I had to search for a lot of them to find out like what the actual issue was.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are the oddities. Nothing that we're selling as an oddity, with the exception of like one or two things that are sort of a weird prototype, like this dress that is not, it's got an unfinished hem. Everything else is just totally wearable, but
This isn't wearable.
I mean, it's pretty cool.
Everything else is totally.
You don't love it.
It doesn't meet our rigorous QC process.
It's
So.
so wrong.
Yeah,
You're
that's
wrong.
what it is.
Trying to
It's
think
the
of-
tiniest thing, but
I've got-
we just don't.
I've got something too. We've already sold this, but let me grab it.
Let's see. If we got any questions while he's going through? People are just joining. I like this
Got
comment
another.
over here. They're wondering why Jeremiah's not wearing a shirt because he's wearing camo.
Oh, yeah, right. We got another example. So
Blending into cyberspace.
yeah, so this is a 47 men's Discovery 2256. We have a lot of things. I don't know if this shows up.
No. Yeah. What happened?
Like it has a stain on the inside, but
From our neighbors upstairs.
yeah. So, but like,
Stuff dripped from the.
Stuff dripped from our
That's
ceiling
right.
from the neighbors upstairs.
So it's
But
got,
I'm
like-
sure it's totally cleanable. It's just
it's got a dirty water, a little
and
dirty
it has
water
a
stain.
weird, like lavender scent.
Lavender scent?
I guess it was from a Swiffer.
Don't say that. Is that true? I'm about to smell this
Please
jacket.
don't
I'm
smell.
smelling the jacket. Let me smell the jacket. That smells delightful. Are you kidding me? It's a stain that smells good on the inside.
Because you know when the dirty water comes from
We
the
should
Swiffer,
up
it's
the price on that.
But you
get deodorant. That's amazing.
you can't see it. Like it doesn't show up on the outside. We have another 2256 that has a little repair on the badge pocket on the inside, like right here. So you have a lot of things that have issues on the inside where you literally can't see them, or something like that. So they don't show up, and they're technically odd, but I know a lot of people wouldn't mind, $75
Has this one already
off.
been sold?
I don't think so.
Someone buy this good smelling jacket.
But like a lot of people wouldn't mind. I mean, like I would pay $75 fewer for something if it's got like a stain on the inside.
I would pay $75 more if it had a
Okay.
good smelling stain.
You and your
That's fascinating.
Isn't it? Yeah.
I can't get it. Smells so nice.
It's dirty. It's weird. But it was easier for us to just put it in the Rare Finds and Oddities
Yeah.
than try to redo the whole thing.
So those are some examples of rare finds and oddities. We'll document everything on the website that has issues, no matter how large or small they are. If you have any questions, feel free to I've been on Discord actively the last couple, throughout today. So if you have any questions, you can DM.
Yeah,
me
somebody
there.
said you were torturing them.
Torturing them.
You look
That
like
you are a troll.
with the yeah. With the blazer and the slick back hair, you're giving like asshole newscaster at a golf event or something. I don't know.
Why would a newscaster be? I'm not even good at it.
I don't know, man. Fascinating. Yeah. So
Any other questions or comments or?
We love you, Jeremiah. From Jen.
wow. I guess everybody loves Jeremiah.
Tag came up. So yeah, these things are selling really fast. Like we literally drop them and then they insta sell some of them. So we're done for today. After we get done with the stream,
So
we're finished for the
we
day.
will do one more drop right after the stream. And then that will be it for today. And then tomorrow we start back up at 9 a.m. Eastern. And we go until, again, there will be another live stream tomorrow at 4. And then at 5, the Black Friday sale, 10% off, all of that stops. And the Rare Finds and Oddities will be pulled and
Yes.
put into an incinerator.
And just to be clear, at the end of today, things are going to be staying, like they're going to stay overnight on the website, if that wasn't clear. Like we're not taking them off the website and then putting them back tomorrow. The drops, the stuff that gets dropped today, if it hasn't been purchased, it'll be on there for the duration of the sale. So nothing will be removed until
Sold.
tomorrow afternoon.
Or until tomorrow afternoon. The last drop today is right after this stream. The last drop tomorrow is right at the live stream time at 4 p.m. Eastern.
There's one question for, I guess, the two of you. Is there anything you're excited to put up on the site tomorrow?
Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's one of the hardest parts of Rare Finds and Oddities is that like we know all of the cool stuff that's like here and available, but it's choosing what to drop at any given point and like choosing a smattering of, interesting or rare or odd or
Yeah. Weirdly enough, the stuff that I'm the most excited about putting on there is not the like really weird stuff. It is the stuff that has an issue with it that's so minuscule that it is in no way affects the item, but it's like 25% off because
yeah. I think you've seen today some like Ronin, some Virgil, some Son of Spartas that have like just minuscule things wrong with them that you would never notice. I do like seeing those get sold because it's like someone I know will, it's not a prototype. It's not a prototype. It's not a prodigal. It's not a prototype.
Don't infect the prototype.
Yeah. It's not a rare or weird thing that like people get a lot of hype for, but it is something that I know that people will wear and love and like.
Yeah, and like if you're looking at a Virgil, but you maybe can't afford it, but maybe you can afford it with $100 off, and it's got this tiny little issue that is noticeable to no one except somebody looking for it, and yet it still doesn't meet our super high quality standards. Like I like the idea of someone being able to get something that they wouldn't otherwise be able to get.
Yeah,
that's really cool. And we have a lot of things like that are just like a lot of the Star Trek things are like the tiny repairs or the stains on the inside or like issues with the pockets on the inside, or like we have some Son of Spartas that have 3 snaps instead of 2 on the shoulders,
pretty nice,
which actually looks kind of cool. But they're basically price reduced for something that if you were charging for the labor and materials would cost more money because they're not like correct. It's kind of cool, like $100 off for an extra snap.
It's a good deal. Xavier said, "We get anything from David's stash?" And not really, because he didn't want to give anything up.
David's a bit of a whore.
The Apprentice. Let me grab that Apprentice real quick.
But we do have a couple things from it.
Yeah, I mean, we got that leather rook.
Yeah, we've got a couple prototypes. I think there's something else he didn't keep. Oh, that gondola or whatever. The one that's like all quilted. It's the one of the one.
Oh yeah. I don't think so.
That he owns one, and he wanted it in blue, and he's like, but I don't want to keep it, and it was a whole thing.
No, this Apprentice is still for sale, maybe. I think it's for sale. Honestly, I'm having a hard time keeping up. This is kind of cool. We sold a beast killer.
Demon
killer, sorry. That was kind of in David's stash. We sold the green, like the people are calling it the link coat, the Heroes Blazer, thank you, Key. Those things were not really in like David's stash, but
they were in the so-buy sample.
Yeah, they were in like the sample area that we decided that we could get rid of the sample. So I heard people talking about like the Rebel 1. Unfortunately, the Rebel 1 won't be. Like there are some things that if you've been looking, if there are maybe really recent things that we still need the sample for because we might produce them at some point in the future. there's a good chance those won't be included. And then David's stash, he just takes it home, so it's not here. So,
And hoards it.
hoards it.
We put it in the crypt. So we remember what we made.
Yeah. I don't think it says it. These are all of our boxes that we're going to be
To start
shipping.
shipping your things out.
Yeah, the first comment of the day was you look very boxed in. It's a very good dad joke.
Nice.
Loving it.
All right. So if we don't have any other questions, I think we're going to wrap up.
And start dropping some new things.
Yeah. So I will say, let's say 4:30 Eastern. So in about 7 to 8 minutes, I will put the rest of today's drops. Is probably another 20, 25 items on there. Some of the, including the things that we showed today: the Dragon Queen, the Men's Rook, a couple of other items that are pretty cool too. Yeah. So if you want to get your hands on those, keep an eye on the Rare Finds and Oddities page, collection page.
Yeah. And if this hasn't been bought yet, I might just pull the trigger on that one.
We do have quite a few of these blazers as well. If you're
Oh yes, we have
It's a good
quite a
look.
few. Babies
These
and
pockets are actually weirdly deep. Like I kind of like am memeing a little bit and being like, ooh, but they're like actual functional pockets.
Oh, yeah. These things come with like, as always. All right. So we will see you tomorrow at 4 and get those clicking fingers ready.
Mm-hmm.
Bye. Have a good time.
Bye.
This is clicking fingers. Sign.
I gotta go back and forth.
Yeah, I'm still on YouTube. Bye, YouTube. You're getting special content just for you.
Wow.
Psst, psst, psst.